Attorneys made closing arguments today in the case of a woman charged with negligent child abuse after the little girl she cared for was found dead and wrapped in plastic in a freezing basement.
Senior reporter Jake Wazikowski is live outside the Douglas County Courthouse with more on what happened today. Jake?
Guys, after the third day of testimony, both sides rest. The judge hasn't made a decision yet in the trial of Cook, who was taking care of a 4-year-old girl that she had the custody of, and she ultimately later froze to death. Well, prosecutors say she abandoned the girl, but the defense says she loved the girl and took care of her with little to no help. Judge Greg Schatz will now decide if 22-year-old Chelsey Cook is guilty or innocent of negligent child abuse resulting in death. On January 5th, police find 4-year-old Alicia Morrow dead in the basement of a home near 30th and Franklin. Alicia was wrapped in a plastic bed cover and a small blanket. She died of hypothermia. Prosecutors argue Cook intentionally abandoned Alicia by putting her in a freezing room without clothes or blankets 3 days earlier. And when Cook noticed Alicia was shaking and couldn't stand, she didn't get her medical help. The defense argued that not a single witness said anything bad about how Chelsey treated Alicia, except for that she was poor.
When you look at the totality of things, no cell phone that works, no vehicle that works. It's 2 o'clock in the morning or whatever case time it was. It's cold outside. I got this other child over here. This child is suffering from something. I don't know what, but I'm going to try to do whatever I can, my best.
In a police interview, Cook said after 8 hours in the cold room, Alicia was shivering and couldn't follow commands, so she put a warm blanket around her, but never took her to the hospital. A defense doctor testified Alicia probably would have died from hypothermia even if she had gotten to the hospital. But a prosecution doctor who deals with child abuse says Alicia was in the early stages of hypothermia and with her symptoms had a 95% chance of survival with medical care.
She didn't cause physical trauma to the child to make the child pass away. It was just her slow to react was the issue.
Cook was initially going to testify in her own defense, but in the end didn't take the stand. The judge will announce his decision tomorrow. The judge, if he does find Cook innocent of child abuse resulting in death, he still could ultimately find her guilty of negligent child abuse, which would be a lesser charge. Reporting live in the Douglas County Courthouse in downtown Omaha, Jake Wazikowski, KMTV Action 3 News.